Hello and welcome to Ninqueso Live, episode 32. I am El Gran Queso and I am joined by my co-host, Miss Bree. Very disappointing
Good evening, Betty.
Good
How are
evening.
you?
I'm okay. How are you today?
Do you know what? I've been looking after the grandchildren for a couple of days and I'm completely dead.
Oh dear. Like I say, just lock them in toddler jail, it'll be fine.
Toddler jail. I think I need to go there. What basically happens is we do handstands and roly-polies and that sort of thing all day, and we're both knackered by 8 o'clock, so we're all in bed.
Well, that's your fault then for being tired, if you like doing things like that. Good evening, Barlet in the chat. Oh, Kelly, stop moving my mic.
Hey, Barlet, how are you? Yeah, I've been, my daughter actually said to her boss, my mum's looking after the children. She's very high energy, so I'm hoping that they'll go to bed on time. And her boss said, can I borrow her, please?
There you go. There's a new business for you.
I know, right?
New career move.
I never want.
Tire out children.
Hire me out to children to do all sorts of stuff. So, I'm very big on the rough and tumble, as you know.
So what computer-related things have you been up to? Have you found time to get on the Xbox this week?
I have actually. So obviously it's just the past 2 days that I've been doing the whole childcare thing. I downloaded a game at the weekend and it's called Alice Return to Madness and it's free on Xbox Game Pass this month. I think it's a follow-up to another one, but I wanted to mention it really because it is really enjoyable. Really enjoyable. It's kind of like a 3D platform puzzler. But the way that it's actually designed is just so beautiful. It inspires me to do a bit of dress up. What do they call that these days?
Cosplay.
That's the one. So yeah, it is very cosplay combined with steampunk and dark mirror and stuff like that. So the way that it looks is absolutely gorgeous, but the gameplay is actually very interesting and sort of a little bit different. It's not terribly difficult. I don't usually play platformers, but this is one that I have enjoyed. The first section weirded me out, and I thought it was going to be another Edith Finch situation, but it does sort of transfer. Good evening, Gemma. Nice to see you, lovely. Welcome along.
I'm struggling to see chat because I've got a cat in the way.
You've got Jelly Belly Kelly on you.
Yes.
So I'd just like to mention, I named Jelly Belly Kelly. That was my idea because she went through a bulking phase one winter and has gone through one every winter since.
She does. She likes to be big in the summer and skinnier in the winter.
Yeah, big and fluffy.
Yes, the bulking
cycle. She's a small cat. She does get a fairly significant size, doesn't she?
Sorry, she's being cute. Well, I'm going to switch. I've got a cat cam now. It's not set up great for this, but I'm just going to switch over to cat cam so you can see what I'm dealing with.
Kelly Cam. There we go. There she is.
She's like all snuggled up right next to me. I'm like, cute. Please fuss me. So that's Kelly Cam, which is a new feature that she'll be coming to my normal streams.
She's adorable. Anyway, so have you been playing anything this week? You're playing a bit of Zelda.
Yes, nearly finished the Master Quest now. Pretty sure we'll finish it tomorrow, unless I'm absolutely awful at the final boss. But it's just a game of tennis, the final boss, so it's fine.
Yes, Barlet, you're right. Kelly Cam is phenomenal. Back in the day, we used to have Judy Cam.
We did, when it used to be on top of the TV. But apart from that, played Donut County last Wednesday, which is only a short game. It's only a couple of hours long, which was interesting. It was odd. It wasn't difficult or anything. It was just like amusing. You
recommended it to me on Donut
I did.
Friday.
Then we could
I looked for it and then I got caught with.
Then you got sidetracked. From a 2-hour game. But apart from that, it's just been the regular stuff, really. We're still playing through Yakuza like a dragon. Still playing some Fortnite, some Fall Guys, which is season 4 comes out Monday now. Oh, it takes so long to come out. It's like they announced the season. They're like, this season 3 ends in such and such. It gets to that date. No, it's another 2 weeks. Gets to that date. We're releasing a trailer on Monday, and then it's out the next week. It's just like, I would prefer it if they gave themselves more time and just said, look, okay, it's going to be 4 months before the next one comes out. Do you know what I mean? Rather than...
We don't want there to be a cyberpunk moment, though, do we?
Well, yeah, but it's just kind of like, just give yourself more time on it, or just don't announce when it's ending. You know, don't say it's going to finish then, and then it's like an extra month nearly from when you said originally it was going to finish. Like I say, I agree. We don't want it to come out as in a mismatched step, but this has happened every single season so far. I know we're only on season 4, but it's just like, just don't announce it when the next one finishes.
Yeah.
Just say
June-ish.
Ow, I'm getting clawed now.
Yeah.
Getting bitten.
Bestie can't see the chat because Jelly Belly Kelly is laying all over his mixing deck.
Yeah, she's
Cut back to Kelly Cam. Cut back to Kelly Cam. There she is. Look at those little beans and little nibbles. She's so cute, isn't she?
Yeah, this is what I have to deal with while I try to like stream.
Yeah. This is the best thing about tonight's episode is Kelly Cam.
Yes, Kelly Cam is the best. Look at her little face. I
Yes.
don't think we're going to do anything else. We're just going to do Kelly Cam the whole day.
Yeah, adorbs. Totally adorbs. Anyway.
Right, I need my hand back, Kelly. Problem is I don't have a hotkey to come back here. There we go.
She's better looking than I am, really.
Look
Right,
at her feet.
I know. She has got cute little beans.
Right, should we get on with some quick news?
Yes, the kind of news we don't want to talk about, but we think we should mention.
Yes. Kelly, you're pressing buttons on my laptop. Stop it. My script is now Ninqueso Live, episode 32, --.
So professional.
Quick news, right. Animal Crossing New Horizon players will soon be able to order an in-game Nintendo Switch Lite console. Because you can already get a Switch, you can already get the Animal Crossing Switch, so now we're going to better get a Switch Lite in there. Sonic the Hedgehog 2, the movie, has officially started production. Yeah, I've not seen the first one yet.
I am excited about it.
Xbox virtual reality reference is just a localization bug, says Microsoft. Quick skim on this. Apparently, when the new headset came out, what am I looking for? I'm going to say journalist. I don't know if it is a journalist, but it's someone that was reviewing the product. Plugged it into their Xbox in Italy, and it came up saying your VR headset needs to be updated. But Microsoft has come and say no, it's just a localization. We've got no intent on developing VR at the moment. Kelly, I can't see the chat at all. Right. Fortnite Season 6 is introducing animals, crafting, and Tomb Raider's Lara Croft.
I've done cosplay for Lara Croft, I should just mention that.
And Fall Guys Season 4 is adding an Among Us crossover. You can actually unlock an Among Us costume just from leveling up.
Ooh.
And we have 12 games, yes, 12 games coming to the Xbox Game Pass from between March and April the 1st. So in the next 2 weeks, that's a lot of games.
Do you want to read the list or shall I?
Should we do it like alternating?
So March the 16th is Undertale.
At March 18th, it's Empire of the Sun, which is console, PC, and on the cloud.
Again on March the 18th, it's Nier Automata,
which is
on PC.
PC only. March 18th as well, we have Star Wars Squadrons on console.
And again on March the 18th, we have Torchlight 3 on PC.
March 25th, we have Genesis Noir on console and PC.
March the 25th.
This is a big one, this one.
Octopath Traveler on console.
Yeah, Octopath Traveler. It's come to console and PC, and that means it is no longer a Switch exclusive, which it has been for the past 2 years. And now it's coming to Xbox. Pillars of Eternity 2, Deadfire Ultimate Edition to PC.
March 25th, Supraland on PC.
March 25th again, Yakuza 6, The Song of Life, which is coming to everything.
Everything. March the 30th, Narita Boy to everything.
And April 1st, we got Outriders, which again is another Square Enix game. So Microsoft splashing some money about there. And that was the quick news.
I should just mention Journey to the Savage Planet is leaving on March the 31st as a result of these arriving.
Yeah.
So
that looked quite good, though. That's the problem.
Yeah, that's the thing. It was quite good. I had a bit of a skim over that back in the day, so yes.
Oh, well, that's the problem with, isn't it, with Game Pass? It's like some of them... I don't think it's much of a problem with the first-party stuff. I think that will stay there pretty much for ages, but obviously it's a bit of an issue with third-party stuff. They're only, like, timed.
That's right. Okay.
Right.
And that is the end of the quick news.
That is the end of the quick news. So we are going into our main news. And we are starting off with a sad story. Close to 190 employees were laid off by Activision Blizzard due to the impact of the pandemic.
And this is mainly affecting employees that are working in esports programming and other live events. So you can see why this has happened. Interestingly, this is only less than 2% of the total workforce. And they'll receive 90 days severance, health benefits for a year, job transition support, and most importantly...
Oh, yeah, this is important, this one.
A $200 gift card for Blizzard's Battle.net service.
Yes, so you've just been working there, you've just been fired, but it's like, you can buy our products. Here's $200.
Here's a $200 gift card.
I did find that quite funny. I
bet they don't find it that
No,
amazing.
I bet it's just like, oh, man. I mean, I guess you can understand where it's coming from. It's all in the esports sort of industry where that's not been happening as much because obviously we're not allowed to get together in big groups anymore.
So anybody who's in live events has had a rough time in the past 12 months, and that includes us. Because
Yes.
obviously we used to run fitness and health classes live in the week, and so obviously we had to pivot, and now we're doing a podcast and gaming. But yeah, I really sympathise. Any of us who were in the gig economy really had, everything just suddenly cut off in one go. And I'm surprised that really they've kept the people on this long. And I take my hat off to them for that.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like I say, see how things go when things start trickling back into a
I don't remember
next
what
phase.
the date is in the UK, but I do know it's 29 days until the pubs open.
Wow. I don't go to the pubs, that's fine.
Well, I go on a Friday night for a pizza, basically.
Well, I could just order one of those. Yeah, so unfortunately, that is a sad story. But to me, it was just kind of like they're giving them gift cards for their shop. That's just weird.
A $200 gift card.
Yes. Okay, moving on.
Yes.
Samsung is to aggressively position the OLED tech in console gaming space.
I don't understand why this is a news item, because Samsung are aggressive at the best of times, to be honest. Particularly in the mobile phone network.
Yeah, I think it's a news item. I think it's because it kind of adds more credence to the fact that we might be getting a new Switch iteration with the OLED screens in. But then again, it might just mean they're on about their big OLED TVs being good for PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X. So it's still not confirmed that this means there's going to be a Switch with an OLED screen, even though pretty much there's probably going to be a Switch with an OLED screen.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just another piece of that puzzle, really. But of course, they could be talking about anything, but...
They could, but given that we already know that OLED is coming to the new Switch...
Well, we don't know. Because Nintendo have not...
We kind of do.
Nintendo hasn't officially said, and until they officially say, for all we know, they might be getting these OLED screens to do some virtual reality headset.
Whatevs. We know they're coming to Switch. That would be daft not to.
Oh, yeah. I mean, obviously, it's like the OLED technology is obviously coming down in price now, so it is more affordable, and the numbers that Nintendo will be buying them in would be more affordable. So it's probably going to be work out.
Shall I read the quote, Bestie?
Go
and then
for
people
it.
can make up their own minds. I'll read the quote. Moving forward, we intend to aggressively position Samsung OLED technology across promising market sectors that takes us well beyond smartphones, including the laptop, notebook IT, automotive, and game console segments.
Yeah, but it could be anything. DMT, welcome along.
A console. That's what they're saying.
I know. It's pretty much sort of it's almost saying it without saying it, isn't it, really?
It is. I think so.
know.
That's my obviously it sticks out. With all the rumours and everything, it's kind of swirling. Like you say, you're pulling all pieces of the puzzle and putting them together.
Yeah. And it means I'm going to have to save up for a new Switch now as well, aren't I? And have 3 of the buggers.
Yes. Can you give one to me for spares?
No. I need them all. Why would I give one to you? Sheesh. You don't like Switch. You're an Xbox girl.
I am a bit of an Xbox girl, to be fair.
There you go.
I've had one for an incredibly long time.
Right. Where are we going? Moving on. Right.
Super Bomberman.
Super Bomberman R online is coming to everything now. It was a Stadia exclusive. But obviously Stadia is in a bit of a weird state at the moment. So if you don't know what Super Bomberman Battle Art is, it's a 64-player Bomberman game, which just looks amazing. I loved Bomberman like back on the Super Nintendo, so that's why I'm really excited for this, and I'm really pleased that it is coming to PlayStation, Xbox, Switch, and PC, and it is free to play as well. So expect to be seeing some of this on my channel when it comes out. 64-player Bomberman. It's just going to be hectic, you know. When it was announced for Stadia, that was the one thing that was like, do you know what? I'm actually quite upset that I don't want to use Stadia for this because I would love to play this game. And the fact that it's free, 64-player online, cross-platform as well, so it doesn't matter what system you've got it on.
Customizable feature combinations, including costumes, accessories, and skins.
Yeah,
so,
that's going to be where they're going to make their money, isn't it? Obviously, it's a free game, so...
For sure.
Yeah. I think it's worth pointing out. More than 100 customizable feature combinations, including numerous costumes, accessories, and for the first time, bomb skins, affecting both the bomb and the blast itself. Well, I'm excited.
Yeah, optional premium pack giving access to 14 additional bomber characters that play homage to the classic Konami's IP, such as Gradius, Silent Hill, Castlevania, and more.
Sounds good. So definitely expect to see that being played on my channel at some point.
Well, I would have thought fairly quickly, to be honest.
I don't know when. They haven't said when it's coming out. That's the problem.
Yeah.
It's going to be out sometime. Who knows when. And, okay, going back to Animal Crossing, we're going to get a new feature in Animal Crossing.
You like your Animal Crossing, don't you?
You know, it's okay. Which I'm quite... It's an island tour creator. And it will let you create your own tour videos of your island.
Does Deeper John play...
Deeper John and Bartlett both play Animal Crossing.
Ooh.
I know. So you're going to be able to make your own tour videos. The Island Tour Creator is a limited time web service that is currently planned to be available until the end of this year. It will launch on the 23rd of March and lets you share your island in a new and interesting ways. Nintendo doing their limited stuff again.
So you can grab screenshots and footage you've captured in game.
Yes. Yeah, and then you upload it to the web thing and you have a little this is my island. Let's just get some screenshots. So obviously you've got little borders and things on.
Happy Island.
Yeah. It's a nice little feature, I think. I don't think I'll ever get around to doing it. And I don't think I'll ever actually watch anybody else's videos. It sounds like that is the only thing. Who's going to sit there and start watching all the videos? I think
Haven't you got a wrestling ring on your island, Bestie?
Yeah, but lots of people have. Deeper John's got a wrestling ring on her island. I've seen the pictures. She has.
I just want to know, is Deeper John in chat? I haven't seen her yet.
She hasn't said anything.
I do want to know, if she's got a wrestling ring, has she ever been to a wrestling show?
I don't know. She watches WWE a lot.
Does she now? That's interesting.
So yeah, so that's like Animal Crossing stuff. We're trying to drag the stories out because we don't have a lot this week.
No, not a lot happened in the world of gaming.
Well, not that I could find. Right, no. This one's interesting. I'm going to have to try at some point. Due to a glitch, you can now actually play Breath of the Wild in a first-person view.
This looks a bit like Skyrim, doesn't it?
I do like the fact that it'll be first-person. So essentially, what you're doing is you're going to hold... If you hold items and then get your camera out, it kind of glitches it into a first-person view. So as you can see in the video, like the guy's now moving around in first person.
Right.
I don't know how long it will last for or anything like that, but you know, just the whole. Imagine trying to beat the game in first person; it'd be great. So I'm excited to try this at some point.
I mean, if this is a glitch, do you think Nintendo are going to patch it?
I don't know. I mean, basically, to activate this glitch isn't all that complicated, and no modifications to the game or the system are required. As you can see in the video, blah, 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 blah. All you need to do is pull out the in-game camera while holding an item and then cancel it. After this, the camera should be set to a first person. You'll even be able to see Link's shadow up close and walk about.
Right.
So yeah.
Okay.
So I don't know if it's going to like reset every time you go into a menu or anything, and then you got to redo it again. But it's definitely like a nice little touch. I think that would be really, actually, I can see a really good use for this. I don't know if anyone's ever played Breath of the Wild with Nintendo Labo in VR. It's really hard. It really is bad. It's so blurry. You got this little 720p screen split into two.
Yeah.
But I think if you could get the first person mode in VR, I think that's the way to go.
Yeah.
That would be so
great,
good.
wouldn't it?
Hopefully Nintendo will see this and be like, do you know what? We could patch that in.
Yeah.
Because that would make so much more sense to the VR version. Not that I think anyone has ever played through the whole of Breath of the Wild with the Nintendo Labo holding
send
it.
Nintendo a copy of the podcast and hopefully they'll send us some free stuff.
Nah, they might sue us for being like called Ninqueso. Like, no, you can't use the N at the start of your name.
Yes, we can. We know we can.
The ninjas are coming for you. Right. Last story, unfortunately. Very short episode this week. The Guinness Book of World Records has declared that this is the world's smallest Nintendo 64.
This is insane.
And that's got it's got a cartridge in it as well at the back. That someone has made an N64 smaller than the N64 controller.
Mad.
And it plays cartridges. Mad. Yeah, it's just like, that's awesome.
Yeah. So this was made by a guy called Gunnar Turnquist, and he lives in Waltham, Massachusetts.
Yes.
So yeah, it's a trimmed down motherboard from a real system, a new built-in LCD, and a fully functional N64 controller buttons. And it allows you to pop in a cartridge and play on the go. If you can see it without your reading glasses, obviously.
That's a big enough screen to be able to play.
Possibly.
Easily big enough. It's bigger than a Game Boy screen.
You have to squint a
bit.
bit.
Yeah, it is like tiny little thing. Some people are crazy. I mean, I know they've been like the modding community have been doing Nintendo Wii's down into like Game Boy size controllers by cutting up the board. And you actually, like, if you watch videos of them doing it, the amount of board you actually need is so small. Once you take the disk drive out, and then you literally can just cut this board down, move one chip from the other side and solder it into place on the board, and you got the little board that fits into a tiny little Game Boy size sort of form factor.
Really?
Yeah. So that's expensive to do, and obviously it's like a lot of little tiny soldering stuff to do as well. So it's going to be, I wouldn't thought it's like something that everyone can do.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to do it. I'd break it.
I can see the picture a little bit further down on this story of the inside. Can you scroll down to that bit?
Yeah, I'll scroll down.
Yeah.
There's a video there as well.
Yeah. This measures 8.4 by 11.8 centimeters by 4.5 centimeters. So you can see it's packed a bit in there.
Yes. I mean, it's pretty clean though, isn't it? It's not like wires all over the place.
I'm pretty impressed with that, to be honest.
And the fact that you can get like a whole, like the cartridge goes in there as well. It's not much smaller than bigger than the cartridge.
It isn't.
So.
And apparently this guy he loved the N64 and it was his first console growing up and he was just inspired to make it. So, yeah. Amazing, really.
I know, it's just like, why can't
what you can do in lockdown, eh? What you can
exactly.
do in lockdown.
When you're not allowed to leave the house for a year, what can you do? Oh, I'm going to make the world's smallest N64.
Yeah. So today, I think, actually, is the UK's anniversary of our first lockdown, isn't it?
Is it?
Interesting.
Oh, yeah. We've been locked down for 1 year. Should we celebrate by staying in?
It feels like we've been locked down for a whole year, doesn't it?
I know.
I've grown like an extra foot of hair.
Yeah, I know. Look at my hair. It's terrible.
I've got an update actually.
What for? Oh,
from the poll that we had. I have booked into the hairdressers.
Ew.
I know. I told her it needs, sort of like doing. There's been a vote on it, and she says yes, I can have you there, but it's not till next month because obviously that's when the hairdressers actually open.
I don't know these things. I just do my own hair.
Yeah. Buzz cut is not so good for a girl, you know what I mean?
Why not? Why not?
Yeah.
Why not?
You know what? I agree, Barlett. I think it's going to look fab. So I have made the appointment for the end of next month when the hairdressers are open. I text her and she says I am booked in.
Awesome.
It's going to be a Thursday, so I'll have to sort of like wear it for the following week.
Eva has
you have an appointment for the 12th. Wow.
Yes, and happy St. Patrick's Day to you too, DMT. I don't know what else you meant to do on St. Patrick's Day apart from drink alcohol, but
I think you got to drink Guinness. Oh, 9 a.m. Woof. That was very lucky to get in that quick. Good on you, girl. What you having done? Tell us. Because I'm just going to have all of it. I had a bob going into this. So I had sort of like up here, and then all of this extra hair has come in the meantime. And I have to do something with it. Ooh, restyle bob.
Why do we keep getting like a diddle noise?
Yeah. I think that might be me.
You, is it? Typical.
Yeah, I think it might be me. I'm needing a reboot. Yeah, a restyle bob is good. You know what? I think probably it was the best haircut to have is a bob coming into this whole shenanigans. It's because it just slowly gets longer and longer and longer. I've seen a lot of other people who've had sort of like other shaggy dudes which have just got, progressively shaggier. We did have this conversation actually the other week about dyeing your own hair. A lot of people coloured their own hair.
I just cut it off. It's the easiest way. Just be gone, vile hair. Not a question, just to say thank you to you all for helping me through such a tough time the past couple of weeks. I love you all. Thank you guys so much. Gemma, you are more than welcome.
This is our little safe place for everybody. So if anybody ever needs like a listening ear or a helping hand, you can always ask us. Just see us like big sister Ninqueso and Miss Brie.
But I'm not getting you a Christmas present.
Thanks very much.
Right.
So yeah, you're welcome, Gemma. It's pleased to have everybody here, and we like having
anything else.
Good. It's our little family, really.
Anything else? Any other points of order?
Question time. It's question time.
Question time. Yes, this is the part of the show where you can ask us questions. Either put them in the chat, or if you're watching this pre-recorded, leave a comment down below, or you can get us on Twitter. Just put the hashtag Ninqueso Live. I should really start checking that to see if anyone's done it. I don't think they have.
No.
I'll check it now.
First question: what's for dinner?
What's for dinner? I've got some beef, and I'm going to make some beef boganoff.
Oh, I'm having chicken stir fry with noodles. What is Kelly having for dinner?
Kit Kat. She's having a pouch. She's having a pouch of food.
A pouch of food.
A pouch.
And what's everybody else having in the chat?
No one really cares today. There have been times I've said I'm having to cry and stuff, and you guys always help.
Aww.
That's okay, Gem. That's what we're here for. We're here to like look after each other and just enjoy ourselves.
Yeah,
kebab and wedges.
That's good to me.
Yeah, I don't think we got any other questions from past days.
We were going to do a poll, but then it's sort of like we run out of things to poll because your hair just gets buzzed and mine just is in now.
There's more poll.
Waffles?
I had fish and waffles and beans. Are they like bird's eye potato waffles?
Oh, they're great.
They're not. They're horrid. They're horrible. Veg and nuggets. Cool. Right, there will be a stream after this at 8 o'clock, so in about half hour's time, where we'll be doing some more Bowser's Fury, trying to get the rest of the stars. So hopefully we'll see some people there. Where can I find you, Miss Brie?
You can find me on Twitter. Barlett's carrots tasted a bit funny. That's not good. You can find me on Twitter at gamergirl_Miss Brie, GMRGRL_MISSBRIE. Where can they find you, Bestie?
Before that, I don't know where Kelly is. She's somewhere. She's not around me. You can find me on Facebook at ElGrandQuesto74. You can also find me on Twitter, which is Ninqueso with a 1 at the end.
That Kelly Cam will be a regular feature of streams from now on.
Yeah, I've just got a button to press and Kelly Cam comes up, so it's all good. As long as I remember to put the other camera on, which is up there, which I'm looking at. Whenever she's in the area, I can do a Kelly Cam.
Oh, you can put that on the Batman thing. Are you ready to do the Batman
Oh,
thing?
not at all. I don't have anything. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Put Kelly in it. All right then. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're on.
Will Ninqueso Live episode 33 actually have any stories, or will we just talk nonsense again for half an hour? Find out the questions to these answers. Same cheesy time, same cheesy channel.
Actual stories may vary.
If there are any.
So if you're listening on podcast, please remember to give us 5 stars and review, share and like. That can really help us out and help Ninqueso channel all the more, which would be good because we can get bigger and better and stronger. That's enough from us. Say goodnight, bestie.
Good night, bestie.